welcome back to my channel. So as you may or may not know, every month Drawing with Jazza's channel does a monthly challenge, and this month's challenge is a style swap. So I've decided to draw 9 different panels for one art piece, and within those 9 panels I'm switching the art. So every panel is its own style, and then within those styles I've put characters from all of the other 9 styles. It'll make a little bit more sense once you start watching and once you see what I've actually done. It's kind of hard to explain, I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, it'll make more sense as we go along. So let's do it. In my first video, I have released number 1, the panel which is The Simpsons, which you can see up here. And I've shown you exactly what that panel looks like. You may or may not be able to figure out who's going to be in the next one, but let's do it. Let's reveal what style number 2 is. Ready? Dun, dun, dun. Oh, let's not peel the rest off with it. Ta-da! Focus. Aha! Invader Zim! So yes, that is number 2. So if you haven't watched Invader Zim before, I definitely recommend watching it. I find it hilarious, and it's like a really cool, different style to what most videos, most cartoons even are, and it's got a funky theme, and I love Little Girl and how he's like that's his Doom song. So if you haven't watched it, please go and check it out. Yeah, let's get on with this one. Number 2, here we go. Okay, so in this video I am drawing Invader Zim's house with his little garden, and his garden has little gnomes in it, so they're not characters, so don't get confused. They're just little gnomes that he has in his garden because he's trying to be human, if you haven't seen the show. So with every good drawing, I always start with a really terrible scribble. People have different ways of doing their base sketch, and I find that this is definitely the best way for me. I really make it extremely messy and go over it 10,000 times until I'm happy with the shape. Sometimes I'll just delete it and start again because it gets too messy. Other times I'll use that really messy sketch for reference, and then sometimes I'll even do a second layer of messy sketching to try and get it a little bit more refined before I do the final sketch on top. And you can see I love using if you use Photoshop, you might know Control T does transform, so that will make your image bigger or smaller. So I love that tool because it makes it really easy to resize what you're trying to draw. So halfway through doing this piece, we actually had a power outage, and so I managed to lose like probably an hour's worth of footage, like me recording the screen, but luckily I only lost like maybe half an hour's worth of actual work, which was really lucky, so thanks to the autosave function. But yeah, so I'm sorry that half of the footage is missing. There was nothing that I could really do about that. In the end, I did figure out how to fix it, because like when I turned my computer back on, the drivers weren't working for my tablet, so I had a full-blown meltdown, but we got through that. And I managed to get back up and working and everything, so that was really good. But yeah, that took a little while and was a little bit disappointing, but that's okay. So in my first video, which was the Simpsons panel, I did a little fun knowledge section about the creator of The Simpsons. So I thought I would do the same for every different artist that I'm using their style, and here's some interesting information about, I don't know how to say his name, so I'm sorry if I get it wrong. Please correct me in the comments below if I've got it totally messed up. But I believe it's Jonan Vasquez. Anyway, he is an American comic book writer, cartoonist, and music video director. He is best known for creating the comic book Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, with its spin-off comics Squee and I Feel Sick, and the Nickelodeon animated series Invader Zim. So I'm getting all of this information off Wikipedia, so if you want more information about this artist, please check out Wikipedia and it'll have heaps more info for you. You can see in the video now, this is the part where I lost all of the footage. So all of a sudden it's like half done, but that's okay. You can still see a lot of the process, even without that section. I was just kind of refining everything a little bit more. So I'm still working on the background. For most of these pieces, the background is what took the most amount of time, because that's where you can really see whether, like, what style it is, and yeah, it gives the whole image definition, I guess. It's not... Yeah, so I'm doing the little gnomies. And as I said before, they aren't actually characters, they are just little garden gnomes. And there's the first character for this piece in the window. I am so in love with the way that I did this character, just the colouring and everything of the whole, like, it just worked in really well. And at first I wasn't sure where to place him, but I'm so glad that I put him in the window because he just looks real spooky up there. Let me know if you know who it is. If you've got no idea, then you really need to go and watch this show, and I will reveal that in like the last video, so stay tuned for that. If you're wondering how long these pieces usually take me to do, it really just depends on the style. I find some are harder than others, so obviously they're going to take me a little bit longer. Some are a little bit more detailed, like for example The Simpsons is not very detailed, and Invader Zim isn't very detailed, so it's going to be a little bit quicker than some of the other styles that you'll see in the next few videos. So but in a night, like maybe 2 or 3 hours or so, I could do maybe 1.5 of these digital images. So sometimes, as I said, a little bit longer or a little bit quicker, but on average it's probably between 2 and 3 hours to do something like this. And the more experience I get with it, I know that I will be a lot quicker. So I'll get there. Just keep practicing. And here is character number 3 for this piece. There's only 3 characters in this drawing. So yeah, that's him.
So what did you think, guys? Is it good? Did you get the whole Invader Zim style going on? Can you pick which characters I've put in this one? I don't think there's any more reveals from the last one, so maybe you won't know any more panels, but let me know what you think anyway. If you haven't watched the first video, please do so, and yeah, let me know what you think. Otherwise, I will see you in video 3. Thanks, guys. Bye.